Hey my lovelies, it's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do Monday's guidance reading. So, just want to say before we look at the cards, a huge thank you to everybody that came to support me at the Collective Dreams shop in Burnham-on-Sea on Saturday. We had an amazing day of beautiful readings, some awesome messages coming through from the world of spirit, and some really interesting guidance via the tarot. And then some of you guys will have seen that I treated myself to a beautiful taxidermy bat, which I've wanted for ages, because I am a bit of a collector of unusual finds and unusual things. So that's going into the collection. And I think once I've moved house, I'm going to have a whole wall of interesting bits and pieces. But yes, I don't want to do too much till I've moved. But the bat was calling me, and it was already calling me, so I thought I had to have that. Anyway, what's happening for this week? So I feel very connected to work with a brand new deck that I've acquired. So this one is called the Bone Garden Tarot. Bring that in close so you can sort of see this one. And it is by Han Yu Bowen. So yeah, let's have a look at this. This is one that I purchased from Etsy a little while ago. Took a while to come because I think it came from America, but it's pretty cool. So let's have a little look. So these are the cards. Gonna give them a knock. Gonna give them a cheeky shuffle. Let's see what's happening for this Monday and the coming week ahead. Channeling the cards, for the highest of good. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what we need to know about. Oh no, because one will literally just chuck itself at me. Boom, like this. Okay, so we're going into the energies of the Nine of Cups. And it just sort of says here, for once you are content. Satisfaction, pleasure, fulfillment. So Nine of Cups, pretty much what it says on the card. It's getting to a stage where it doesn't mean that everything is perfect. There's still some sort of adjustment. There's still some maintenance to life. But we're getting to a stage this week where we're okay with stuff. We're not battling necessarily the hurts, the hardships, the struggles. Maybe we're at a stage where everything is okay. We're just quite contented with the journey. Sometimes this card, if it was to be a little bit more negative, it can show if we're maybe putting on a little bit of theatre of life. So maybe we're sometimes putting on a bit of a theatre to the outside world that everything is great, everything's fabulous, and we're maybe not always feeling that way. But because it's coming up in a positive way, it's sort of saying we're doing okay. It's a bit of a stop, it's a bit of a scan, it's a bit of a recognition of how far you've travelled, how far you've come. There's still a journey, there's still progress, there's still things that need maintenance, but actually it's almost like stopping to take the view in. Like when you sort of are walking, doing this card always reminds me of like a cliff walk. So if you ever do like cliff walks and everything else, and it's quite knackering, it's quite overwhelming, it can be, and everything depending how far you travel. And then you get to a bench, and then you just really want to sit down on the bench and stop in and take the view around you. That's always how this card reminds me a little bit. So it's almost like finding that bench area, sitting down and just stopping to really take in the view around you and celebrate what exists, what's being created, to see the beauty of the world around you. Because I think sometimes as people, we're so in that rat race of life, we're so sort of like scurrying and hurrying from one place to the other, we don't actually stop to see what's around us. But actually this to me is like pausing, it's stopping to take in the view a little bit, So like it says, for once you're content. Satisfaction, pleasure, fulfillment. So I think that's quite nice. I quite like this. So pretty cool card to show for this week. So hopefully it's going to be a lighter week. Hopefully it's going to be a bit more fun, because I do think we've had quite a lot of heaviness. We've had the recent full moon and obviously that energy, which has been a little bit of a time, but hopefully this week is going to be a bit more high vibe and a bit more fun. So I hope you can make sense of this message. Going to leave the energies with you. So what do I need to let you know about? A couple of cheeky shouts. So this coming Thursday, I'm going to be over at Theodoria's Cafe doing an intimate evening of mediumship, and that's completely sold out. So thank you very much if you've secured your tickets to come and see me there. And then on Saturday I'm going to be over at Carpe Noctem in Frome, and again it's sold out, so thank you so much if you've secured a space to come and see me there. Very exciting. And then on Sunday I'm going to be off grid because I'm going to be going up to London to see my partner's family. So it's going to be a London adventure, and I'm going to be doing Zooms periodically throughout the week. Quite a lot of Zooms are booked actually, so thank you very much if you've secured a space to come and see me on a Zoom session. So lots of weird and wonderful things are going on. But yeah, so I'm very much in this. I'm just feeling like full of love, full of contentment, you know, vibing high, really enjoying the space that I find myself in. So it's all good, it's all cool, it's all fabulous. So have a beautiful week. Thank you so much to everybody that has been showing up and supporting me. And yeah, I'll catch up with you guys as and when. See you soon. Much love. Take care. Bye for now.